The grave is open, the silence is torn, a heavy love is being reborn. When the dead return, what's the cost? Stay tuned to see what's truly lost.
Okay, so the story starts with this woman, Anna, who lives with her dad, Mahler. She has a son named Elias, but the movie never really explains what happened to her husband. Like, did he die? Did he leave? We just don't know. Anyway, the really heartbreaking part is that Elias died just a few weeks before the story begins. So both Anna and Mahler are completely shattered. You can feel how heavy everything is for them. Anna has a job as a chef at some hotel, but honestly, she clearly hates it. She's just going through the motions. And Mahler, oh man, it hit him especially hard because he's the one who basically raised Elias since he was a baby. Then we meet this elderly woman named Tora. She just lost her partner, Elizabeth, her only family really. We see her coming back from the morgue after identifying the body, and she's completely alone now, just devastated, trying to figure out how she's supposed to go on. Then the story jumps to another family, Eva, her husband David, and their two kids, Keon and Flora. It's a pretty normal morning. Eva and David are heading off to work, and before she leaves, Eva tells Flora to keep an eye on little Keon. Eva gets in her car, starts driving, and then the radio starts acting up, making these weird sounds, glitching out. And then the scene just cuts. Next thing we know, David gets a call from the hospital. Eva was in an accident. She didn't make it. He rushes over, sees her body, and just completely falls apart. So at this point, we've got three families, all hit by grief, all living in the same city. And then things get weird. Out of nowhere, this strange, terrifying darkness falls over the entire city. Like car headlights start flickering on and off, traffic lights go haywire, horns start blaring on their own, and flocks of birds are flying all over the place like something spooked them. It's unsettling. Meanwhile, Mahler is at Elias's grave, just sobbing, completely losing it. The darkness rolls over him, he gets this awful headache, and he passes out right there on the grave. Back at the hotel, Anna gets startled when a ceiling fan crashes down out of nowhere. Then we cut back to Mahler, still on the ground, and he suddenly wakes up. And he hears something, a voice, coming from inside the grave. He leans down, presses his ear to the dirt, and it's Elias. It's unmistakably Elias's voice. So Mahler, not even stopping to question it, grabs a shovel and starts digging, saying, "Elias, your grandfather is here to take you." He digs up the grave, opens it, and Elias is alive. Scene cuts. Now we're with Tora. She's asleep at home, hears noises, wakes up, and Elizabeth is just standing there, right in front of her. Tora is shocked, obviously, but she's so overwhelmed with joy that she doesn't even stop to think about how her dead partner is suddenly standing in her living room. She just accepts it, starts treating her like everything's normal. Around the same time, something similar happens at the hospital. Eva, who was very much dead after that car accident, suddenly comes back to life. The doctors are stunned. They run tests, and the results are somehow even more disturbing. Her oxygen levels are basically at corpse level, her organs aren't working right, and yet somehow she's alive. They've never seen anything like it, so they keep her for more testing. David goes home and tells the kids. They plan to visit her the next day. Back to Anna. She gets home from work and immediately smells something off. This strange smell, and it hits her instantly. It's the same smell from the cemetery, from when they buried Elias. It sends her spiraling, and she gets so consumed by grief that she wraps plastic film around her face to suffocate herself, thinking maybe it could somehow bring her to Elias. But her dad finds her just in time, stops her, and then takes her to see Elias, who is now home, alive. Anna is overjoyed, even though that cemetery smell is still clinging to him. She doesn't care. She doesn't ask questions. And honestly, neither does Mahler. For both of them, it's simple. Elias is back, and that's all that matters. And it turns out it's not just Elias. Elizabeth came back. Eva came back. It's happening all over the country. The dead are returning, and it all seems tied to that creepy darkness that swept through the city. Not long after, police show up at Anna's door. Pretty obvious why. Someone reported Elias's body missing from the cemetery. The family panics, worried that if they tell the truth, He'll be taken away for experiments or something. So they lie. Cut to the cemetery, and it's chaos. So many graves have been dug up from the inside. It's not just Elias. Loads of people apparently came back during the blackout and just walked out. There's even a possibility more could still be coming. Back at Tora's place, she's taking care of Elizabeth, bathing her, dressing her nicely, trying to have a conversation. But Elizabeth doesn't respond. She moves, sure, but there's nothing behind her eyes. It's like a wind-up toy. When Tora tries to feed her, Elizabeth gets a little aggressive. Meanwhile, Anna and Mahler take Elias out of the city to this old summer spot their family used to go to, just to keep him safe and give him space to recover. But they notice something troubling. Elias isn't getting better. His condition is exactly the same as when he crawled out of that grave. Nothing's improving. Then there's a scene with David. He brings home a rabbit for Keon's birthday because Keon had been wanting one forever. Sweet moment, right? The whole family heads to the hospital to visit Eva. She looks rough, but she's still there. David shows her the rabbit, kind of a lighthearted gesture, like, look, we got a new family member. He hands it to her, and then Eva grabs it and starts squeezing. David tries to pull it away using all his strength, but he can't get it out of her grip. She won't let go, and she kills it. Right there, in front of everyone, just crushes it in her hands. Keon is traumatized. What was supposed to be a happy birthday turned into something out of a nightmare. David takes the kids and gets them out of there, and when they get home, he looks at them and says, "Your mother is dead." And with that, you understand. David gets it now. Whatever came back in Eva's body isn't Eva. Not anymore. Then we're back at Tora's house. We see Elizabeth sitting alone, eating something. And then the camera pulls back, and Tora is on the floor. Half her face is gone. Elizabeth killed her, ate her. And just like that, it becomes clear. These people who came back, they're zombies. That darkness didn't bring them back to life. It turned them into something else entirely. The same kind of thing happens outside Anna's house. Some zombie man shows up, probably crawled out of a grave somewhere. Mahler tries to fight him off. He can't. The zombie kills Mahler and starts eating him. Anna grabs Elias and they run, escaping by boat. Zombies can't swim after them, so for a moment it feels like they're safe. But then Anna stops the boat. She looks at Elias and she says, "I love you." And then she pushes him into the water. It's brutal, but you understand why. She had realized, probably been fighting it the whole time, that the thing she's been holding on to isn't her son. It's something wearing his face, something that could turn on her at any second. And she couldn't live with that. So she made the hardest choice imaginable and said goodbye to him for the second time. And that's where the movie ends. Thank you for watching.